Look at him in there. Sitting at a desk. Watching YouTube.
What?
Get a job.
Or play this game. Are you ready?
We're playing Doki.
Doki.
We're playing Doki Literature Club.
We're playing Iwaki Literature Club. That's what I want to play. So, we have a variety of...
Doki Literature Club.
Look, we have anime girls. Who doesn't love anime girls? I mean, look, they're all like, she's really happy, and so I think their faces have just been copy pasted, and they're both pouting. I've played this, so you know, guys. He hasn't.
No.
So it's an experience for both of us, and by both of us, I mean me and all you guys who have played.
I can kind of tell how this is going to go, though.
How do you think it's going to go? Give us your thoughts now.
I think it's a game.
Well, you find out. Get ready. Let's start it up with a new game.
That's what it is, isn't it?
What do you want to be named? Sir Poopstickle the Third.
Dick Chan.
Dick Chan. Wait. Richard. Dick?
Or Richard San.
Richard. How is it? Richard.
Or it might be that they might say San in the game, so that probably...
No. San. Kun. What do you want? I'll put Dick Kun. Let's just do that. Dick.
There's no hyphen though.
Kun. Is there? Hang on.
No.
Nope. Dick Kun.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
Yep.
Okay. Oh. I may have spoiled the... Yeah, okay. Hang on. Technical difficulties. New game. Dick Kun.
We're back.
Yep.
There it is again.
It's probably gonna f up again.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's do this. It works! Who's taking this voice? Because it's not the main character.
Not me.
Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's something I wish I could do. Oversleep for school. Just not bother going.
Yeah.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! Oh yeah, starting it off good with the... What's wrong with the eyes? I overslept again. Ow! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. Oh wait, that's me.
Good. Yes.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dick Kun. That's damn. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dick-kun, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? What club do you think we'll join?
It's in the title. The title.
It's a spoiler right there. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saria likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes, ideal situation, games and anime. And it's two of those things smashed together into this. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Don't worry about me. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What?
Because you're not supposed...
You're not supposed to the real world. NEET. Yep. What's NEET mean?
Lead with an N.
Neural Enhancement Entertainment Technology. I don't know. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! You're gonna have to do some of these voices. I'm not doing all these characters.
You brought me into this.
Yes,
I'm
I know.
just along for the ride.
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Well, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Hey look, there's some motivation crawling across the wall. Hi motivation. It turns, waves back. Hi.
Looking for an ounce of motivation. Whoa!
Clubs. Sari wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Yep. Sayori! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. And tried to kick you in the nuts. 'Cause it'd be funny. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, where all the cool kids are. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Yep, that's how you're gonna feel about 2 hours from now.
Yep.
Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I would do that. I would totally sell myself for a cupcake.
Yep.
You're not into this color.
Nope.
I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Come on. Contribute to this, you dick.
Hey, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Somebody touch your mashed spaghetti.
Sayori's. Sayori always say a nice thing about you.
Do you want to do this one as well?
No.
Okay.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
This is you. Like,
Dickon, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
all words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yep.
What are you looking at? You want to say something? Say it.
So sorry.
Natsuki, mamma mia.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can't just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Oh god. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. Yeah. It's good to see you again, Dickon.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come on, sit down, Dickon. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
I really hope we don't choose this girl, because I don't want to talk like this.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about to make us some potatoes? Then how about to make you some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned it, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Where's the cat? Cat! Come here! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate we use to make ears.
So cute!
I didn't know
Wrong character. It's Batman.
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sawyer grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Saria talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake round in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why did you mean it's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything?
Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe. Yeah. But not for you, you dummy.
this is great. Alright.
I might pitch it up in post.
Sweet. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Is that...
That's
After
still you.
all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yahoo! Waha!
I guess. Nice.
Don't get yourself intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I'm highly intimidated by her very fitting voice. Are you Batman's daughter? I was afraid of this question.
Scrabble's the death dealer.
Something tells me I couldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I get spit in my throat when I do voices. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
Still you.
As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Yay. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly about having publicity how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Like her T-pose. She's like... yeah.
T-pose.
Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You can put it that way.
Yes. You're just like...
Not many people are interested in putting all the effort into starting something new. Brand new. Brand new.
Okay.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile.
I don't know if this is worth it.
But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
That's what I thought.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Dickon, what the kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Is it manga?
Manga.
Manga.
Yeah.
Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers.
My favorites are usually novels that build a deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship is behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in which such a foreign world is especially impressive.
Equally. You f***ed up.
So
How
did
dare
you.
you? Yeah, I know. I'm getting over you there. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her. Excuse me? She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with the deeper psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Okay, you've given up.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
You want to change your voice to something more doable for 5 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror...
No.
You told me to read and I read.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be giving a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. See, it'd work if she was saying simple stuff, but she says like all these complicated sentences.
Have you figured out what she is like? She's the smart one.
Yep.
I hate horror.
Oh, why is it that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
Product placement.
That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
Well, what? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. You look like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give it back! Eh.
Fine, fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her arm on her shoulders. Natsuki pulls out a rape whistle. Sorry.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
I was writing into a Russian accent for Yuri.
Duh. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
Yes!
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open... What about German? You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
So Yuri is now the nationalist character. Her accent changes all the time.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay.
Your throat's not going to be good
It
after
is.
all this.
I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
That rhymed, I think.
I know that's why I did it. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Sharing! That way, everyone is even.
You're not gonna make it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help to get us all a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dickon?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Off! What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club! Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I'd never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But
I'm sorry, I thought,
Dickon, you're a dickhead. You all? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed.
then that makes it official. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Dun, dun. What's that Law and Order sound? Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone.
Go away! Bleh.
Club's over. Go home. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Dickon, I look forward to meeting you. Say how you express yourself. Say
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Tsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Dickon, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica.
suck.
Oh god, she followed me! Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
Hands in the air.
Oh no! Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh shit. Oh shit. We're writing a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Who should we impress?
The
Yuri.
evil one.
Yep. Which one's the evil one?
The evil one.
They're not evil.
One on the far left.
This one? Sayori?
Yep.
Okay, what do you think Sayori would like? She seems really happy. Dance?
What, so there's no option to impress the fucking one that I do the voice for?
I
It's
don't know.
not Italian.
Yeah, the other one.
Yeah.
So, Monica. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she's more just there for advice and stuff.
Can you click on the little icons in the left?
Nope. They just kind of
No, I don't think.
jump around.
Well, go for the Italian one then.
Oh, you want the Italian one?
Yeah.
Okay, so, she's really smart, so I think we should go intellectual. Yay! Go on. I've already played with her through this game, so I know all the things she likes.
Just do all them then.
Wrong one. God damn it.
You up. You
Landscape. Unstate. It's like
just
after
do it.
infallible. Ambient. Incongruent.
Depression.
Okay. She liked depression. That's good.
Tears.
Oh no.
This is going down.
This is. Let's continue making the smart one happy. Agonizing, disarray, judgment, effulgent, disoriented, melancholy.
Yeah, the smart one liked it.
Hi again, Dickon. Bones always ready.
What? What?
Spider-Man.
Bones always ready.
Oh fuck.
What is it?
3 minutes with the bone saw. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Also, you're scary as f***, and if I left, you'd probably hunt me down and kill me. Well, I'm back at the
Correct.
literature club. What? Oh
Correct.
no. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Dickon. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for
You
you.
realize that she likes it, she's gonna talk more now.
Yes, I know what he does. Duh, making you dive. Oh, is that more
It's
Jewish or? Oh, making you dive head first into a literature when you're not
fuck.
accustomed to it.
Oh god.
Oh, come on. Not he deserves any slack. Sawyer told me you didn't even have to join the clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Ma-ma-ma.
Natsuki.
My Sharona.
Ma-ma-ma-ma.
Sorry. Rip headphones users. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga. Mananga.
Manga.
Mangas. Manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys.
Dickon always gives it his best. As long as he's having fun.
He helps me with my busy work without me even asking.
Like cooking, cleaning my room, and playing fun games.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You weren't supposed to tell anyone that.
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Dick could become good friends too.
Sayori.
Sayori. F you. That's me.
As usual, Sayori.
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh,
What?
I forgot to plug in, but.
Oh, Hi, we're back.
Hey, capture totally didn't break or anything.
No, nothing, not at all. He just
This-
was forgetful.
Now let's get back to the action.
Oh, you even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori.
Hey, me.
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Folding her hair over her fingers.
Must be smooth.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess this means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures for you is really f***ing out of place. It's a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Fucking Yuri's just standing in the background like, hey! You forgot me!
I reach into my bag and pull out the book. Yahoo!
Broop, broop, broop.
I didn't want you to feel all left out. So I picked out the book that might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't really read.
Mainly because you're a
Should keep your attention. It's a Dr. Sauce Cat in the Hat.
Oh,
And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
Is that code? Is that code for
Under the desk.
This is... How is this girl and I gonna fit underneath a desk? Without anyone else knowing. Accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I throw it out the window.
Enthusiastically take the book. Give me that f***ing book! Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. One letter a second, maybe. I look forward to hearing what you think.
What was that? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh shit, music change. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second.
Mamma mia!
Can we get Careless Whispers playing? Brew do 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 do.
So I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
Stay tuned for our cover band coming soon.
Yeah.
But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I had made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's a fine. If I was a focus, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
Objection!
Objection!
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it.
Also, I like your chest. I'm staring at your chest.
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious.
I don't need a reason.
How come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant.
What? What did you mean?
I mean... I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. I get it. I get it. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear... Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and a relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well...
What? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It's time for the Russian accent. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange.
Can she rewind time? Does her friend
She
keep
gets
dying?
captured and tortured by the Russian army.
Oh.
She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she to trust.
Don't look at me.
No matter what.
I will stab you.
Don't look at me. I speak her words a good Yahoo Waha. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. Like cold Russian winter.
That, like, what is it? Like communism. That's
Yes.
kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles. All of a sudden, bleh!
Are you not a fan of that thing, Dick-kun?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things.
Or like cold Russian winter, I will crush you under a giant lump of ice.
She's so shy and reclusive from the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just,
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I?
I've realized so much.
Not again. I'm sorry.
The evil side of me is coming out. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people.
And so I proceed to stab them until they die.
So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
Ah, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started on reading it, right?
You don't have to.
Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
That's not all he slips into.
Oh.
Ah,
Yep, that
Yep.
sounds about right. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
Also, there's lots of people also in the room.
That is reading in company with someone.
Ah, they're reading. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if
Bad company!
It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Where did my eyes go? Ha 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 ha, here are your eyes.
No. Got your eyes.
Thing from, what is the Labyrinth? Or Pan's Labyrinth, where it's like hands with the eyeballs in them.
Oh, yeah.
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them.
I slide my till it's up against yours. Ah, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I start to chub. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Oh,
Yuri
son.
takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book.
Another
between her
piece of
thumb and
artwork.
forefinger. Let's get a look at that. Yep, that sure is two people holding open a book. Creasing the page, man.
Yeah.
I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Oh, she's staring at us.
Are you ready
Eh?
to turn the page?
Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Ah, that's okay.
Oh, she's smiling.
You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient even if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I can turn it by my own volition. We continue to the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it underneath her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Look, you remain silent for a moment.
But Deacon, that's probably a terrible thing to have common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think like that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing.
Ugh.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Ah. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone.
Yep.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other.
Monica, the ultimate cock block.
We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Ah.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow!
Ow! There were thumbtacks in that book. My thumb is bleeding.
Oh God!
Oh God!
It wasn't a book at all. It was just a pile of thumbtacks. All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in my book, then slip it back into my bag. I'm a f***ing super genius for being able to do that, because it's impossible.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first?
Probably Yuri. Oh no, Monica.
God damn. Well, we can. This first. We can always do Monica second. Yuri seems to be most experienced, so I should start with her. My foot is stuck to the chair. I can trust her opinion to be fair.
Oh,
As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Hey, what's that? What was that?
oh. Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Oh.
My eyes are gone again!
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Oh. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah ha 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 ha.
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have?
She pulls one of those air things out of her back, an air pump.
Takes a breath of that sweet, sweet Mary Jane.
Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Bull. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Oh. Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Stop, you're smudging it!
yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I learned on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Oh shit. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different techniques and skills that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice.
Oh,
you went too quickly.
Would you like
I
me
also
to
hope
go
that
back and check?
No, I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Holy Why we
Biased? How?
Well... We don't call her kun for a reason. Never mind. Or big Chan. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if you're really apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my... The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Super dynamic poem.
The
Facecam's doing something. Oh boy.
I think the face cam broke.
It's fine, we don't need it yet.
Yes. Dot, dot, dot. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
That you do.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
You mean you read Dr. Seuss? Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dick-kun.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, remaining a place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And she to be left with nothing. I think I read that wrong. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way.
I hadn't even thought of that. Oh,
You clicked out of the game.
I'm aware I clicked out of the game.
You're
I hadn't even
stupid.
thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive. Your face impressive. Dave face.
Wow, ours were both impressive. We have something in common. Let's Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
We can't because you haven't bought the 18 plus pack. You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this. But in the end,
It
I
doesn't
enjoyed
even
it.
matter.
It doesn't even matter.
I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Dick-kun.
Me too. Who now?
Monica. Monica?
Monica?
Ah, Monica.
Hi, Dickon.
Getting yours out of the way.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah?
Good! Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, or cupcakes, I'm always listening.
Oh,
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid.
And I'll be sure to bring a few things up myself.
Oh no! Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Specifically with you, Monica, cause you're terrifying. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway...
Boop.
Want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Dickun. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon.
I'm scared of you now. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Sheep as white as the winter snow. Great job, Dickun. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Sorry I spat on you a bit there. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Ha! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
What? No. Jumps out the window. You'll never take me alive.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes reading. He likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness.
You are going to kill your voice box. Rip.
Yuri likes it when readers are left to just their own reading out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of your nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
I'd love you to Stop looking at me like that.
It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. You're the one with the gun, Harvey, so why don't you point it at the people responsible? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
I don't like the way she stares at us. She's like the only character whose eyes never move. It's f***ing weird.
Yes, I'll stare at you while you read my poem.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims this to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
While you read it, I'll go get a glass of water.
Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film that's out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. We need to go deeper. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Dun dun dun.
Did you like my poem? So what do you think?
I think I need child's support. I think I need help, and you need help.
Yeah.
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay, my child. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. See the timing I did there? When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
Obviously it was. What was the inspiration behind this one?
Drugs.
Okay then.
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of cookers and cocaine.
Cookies and cocaine?
Basically, yes, I put cocaine on my hot plate. Cookers and cocaine. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Oh fuck. And a piff and cookies and a cookie. What?
Cookers and cocaine. A cookers and cocaine epiphone.
Cuckoos and hope of ringing.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's deep and kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other.
We can do
Anyway,
cookies and together. Oh my f***ing chest.
here's Monica's writing tip of the day. That's right, I'm that stupid paperclip from Microsoft Word now. No! Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to write something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Write your poem or die quicker. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink.
And blood.
Like my soul. So just move your hand and go with the flow.
Oh, the flow's telling me to leave the room, so bye. Oh god.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. This message was brought to you by Coca-Cola. The drink of the devil.
No, Natsuki.
I think we should have a break.
Natsuki.
Can we have a break?
Yeah.
I'm fucking...
We'll finish the poem readings
Oh,
and then
okay.
have a break.
Well, it's all me reading now, so...
Yes.
So who are we doing next?
Natsuki, I just said Natsuki.
Huh?
Huh?
Dickon, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What? You
If you
expect me
want, I
to,
can take over Ditkun.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
what? You expect me to believe this? That you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I gotta go share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. I'm 12. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you you were gonna like it.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
I mean, I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like
I
it?
am. It's around my level of reading. Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham.
Part 2.
Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing
High
seriously.
school? I didn't know they let 12-year-olds into high school, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves?
Oh, okay. You gonna keep doing Dick Kun?
Maybe. Your writing style makes your message any less valid, wouldn't?
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like my creepy smile. Hello.
Wow, that sure is f***ed up, Natsuki.
It helps bring out the feelings in the last line.
So you did. I guess I went into it more than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. It was totally stupid. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Natsuki, you're f***ing stupid. I'll take that away from you.
Yoink! You ready for Sayori?
Sayori,
Huh?
read my poem.
This is-
Ah.
This is a good poem, Dick Kun. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy?
Wait, what's this song?
What? I don't f***ing know.
Am I the kind of guy who likes to roll around? I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town.
Oh my
Will be
God.
writing poems in his spare time.
Oh, how does that go? I've played so much Fallout 4, I should know. Well, I'm a type of guy who never settled down.
Because I'm a wanderer.
I'm
Yes,
a
a
wanderer.
wanderer.
Poems.
Hey, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest...
I'm dead.
Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that we're sitting right in front of you in the club room. Oh, well, of course.
See? It's like I said before, Dickon. Never speak with your mouth full of water.
I'm drowning. Help.
Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? You're just drowning in sorrow. And water. Mostly water. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only real good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. It went everywhere. I nearly choked. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much of this means to her and all, I gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon! What is it? Rattata, Squirtle, Diglett. I don't f***ing know. Yeah!
Go now, Pikachu. Use Thunderbolt.
And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
great! Sex! Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then, as well as make you hold something else.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Wow, that sucked, Sayori. That was so deep, this is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
No, yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you're late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Breakfast! Breakfast! Breakfast!
I get all cranky.
Breakfast!
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Oh, yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room.
Do you want me to go back to Dick-kun?
That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Yes, please.
It's all if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities.
You got that wrong.
Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh, that's you.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is... kawaii?
Kawaii? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Dick-kun did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet.
Yeah.
And Dickon liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to press on your memory, Yuri.
And fighting music going on. Let's get ready to do.
That's not what I...
Yeah! Beat down!
You're just...
Yuri stands up as well. She plays Blue-Eyed White Dragon. This is gonna end badly.
Maybe you're just jealous that Dickon appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? And are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? If I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dickon started showing up.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little...
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
This doesn't involve you.
I don't like you fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Dickon. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, and this wouldn't have been a problem in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Dickon.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. They only to convey complex meanings and feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Dickon?
Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. You suck. No matter how simple or fine someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. It becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
She deflates a little. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. What? It was her that...
Natsuki!
Oh shit.
I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Yeah.
Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody matters. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps me to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori. No, Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbs up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki!
She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Dickon, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Suki said about no. I would never do anything so shameful. So.
Eh? What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yes.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Dickon, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Dickon! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Oh, burps. Lemonade burps. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. You wanna stop now? I'm dying on the inside. My throat.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, yeah. Let's stop.
Yeah, we're stopping. We're gonna pick this up when our voices are better. Alright. Bye.